Hello, hello, welcome back. Today I'll be watching Fullmetal Alchemist episode 29 and 30. I feel like even saying that sounds crazy because I know that there's around 60 episodes and that means that we're halfway already. And I feel like I just started. We just met them and it's been so intense, but I can't believe it's already been 30 episodes. But they're short, so maybe that's why it doesn't feel like that intense, so to say. It does feel intense. I don't know how to express it, but you guys know what I mean. I'm so excited to start this new chapter with Father Hohenheim. I thought they were the same person. I guess they're not. Didn't even know that he had children, which I find interesting. The new info that Scar got might be interesting as well. Like, is he gonna be more on their side now? Now he knows what really started the war. And then the whole thing about Father being able to make homunculi, but also like destroy them but recreate them with memories. So much interesting stuff going on. So let's not waste any time. If you like reactions like these, make sure to like and subscribe. You can find the full-length reactions and edited reactions on Patreon too, but everything 2 weeks ahead. So if you're after these ones, like 4 more episodes, you can find those over on Patreon. All right, let's go. I feel like we're definitely going to be introduced to characters that we've not seen before.
This looks like...
It's Central Command. We were right below it.
I'm scared.
You guys are plastered with filth.
So they've been there this whole time.
I was going to say, like, how are they going to wash Alphonse?
There is some good news in all of this.
My body, it still exists.
Barely.
Elle, what's that weird little cat doing in here?
She's inside your armor?
Brother, stop yelling.
He's taking a nap.
Get a move on!
Everybody's seen his little wiener.
Wrath will take over babysitting you now. Right this way.
Wrath?
Wow, we don't even pretend to be someone else anymore.
There's 3 of us and only 1 of him.
He's only got one sword with him.
He's that confident he could take us on.
They're all thinking the same thing. You cough like a little girl.
The only thing that you need to know is that you're important to us. Accept the importance of your role and keep your heads down.
You would wonder why though, right?
There's nothing you need to know that I haven't already told you. Is that clear, Fullmetal Alchemist?
Damn.
Your plans are gonna fail. I swear on my own grave that I'm gonna stop you.
Ooh.
I'll tell them.
What was that lovely young girl's name again? It's Winry Rockbell.
Oh boy.
I've heard that she's made quite a name for herself with her customers in Rush Valley. Such a sweet and trusting girl.
It's so dark.
If you'd rather not take it, then I will simply have to cut her down.
So it's the thing, right? If you love someone, it immediately is a weakness for the bad people to abuse.
And I still have my ambitions, so I'll hang on to this. And I'll retain my rank too.
Okay, I really trust this guy to know that he's playing a long-term game. He has a plan. I hope.
Are you the one who murdered General Hughes?
No.
Then who did?
I agreed to one question.
Oh boy, you could just have said it.
Just one moment, Alphonse.
Oh! What was that for?
Have you got any change?
You want my money now?
Just give it. Is that all you got, really?
It's apparently more than you've got!
What's so mean? Give me your money. Your money sucks.
Lieutenant!
Oh, hello?
I had hoped a young woman would be standing there, not a mustachioed muscle man.
Mustachioed muscle man.
So you didn't run off.
Someone once told me to never give up no matter what.
Oh, look at them.
Just don't ever tell me you'd wished you'd run when you'd had the chance.
It's too late for regrets.
Aww.
Is everything all right? Have you noticed anything weird?
You're creeping me out.
Yeah, well, you should be creeped out.
Well, it's actually pretty rare to get a call from you.
Aww.
Thank you, Ed.
Really. Thank you.
Oh,
You're certain everything's okay, right? Yeah. Okay, bye.
good dog.
It's that kind of desperate worry they're gonna manipulate you with.
Oh, there he is again.
Your pal asked me to bring this to you,
Ling did?
So he is in there.
but he just wants you to deliver it to some girl.
Lawn fun?
Oh.
Because if you follow us and try to kill her...
And as a rule of thumb, I don't fight women.
Oh, well then.
Fullmetal Alchemist.
Oh, we're gonna see Dr. Marco again.
Who is that? Did you come from outside?
Oof.
So you're in Ishvalan. Was your head wounded in the... You're not the one known as Scar, are you?
He's like, oh, I regret this.
I'm the alchemist responsible for the extermination of your people.
I was just gonna say that I thought he would not mention anything of the like, but I guess there he goes.
You seem to think this is a hospital. You filled my house with patients. I'm not running a halfway house for injured young girls.
It just keeps going.
I've got a message from him.
What does it say?
It says he found a philosopher's stone. We have to return to our country.
But he has disappeared into this Greed guy.
Please talk to me, Alphonse. Where is the prince?
I also feel like Greed isn't really gonna be excited to go to their clan and help them.
He said a king's duty is to his people, as if the people actually mattered when ruling a country.
Yeah, what a loser.
Shut the hell up! Don't underestimate humans!
Just waiting for any chance he can get.
Interesting, so he's fighting back.
He must be starting to reconsider his ambitions, now that he's taken a monster like you into his flesh.
Damn, what a dig.
This is the truth. You could resign, Major. I'm afraid you'll suffer otherwise.
Or you can find it from within, right, Mustang?
You're dismissed. Call Central for a replacement alchemist.
Oh, that little boy.
Choose to turn away and run. It makes me sick that I abandoned my beliefs.
Oh, poor guy.
I have to fight. I couldn't live with myself if I ran away now.
They all have been through so much, right? Each with their own experiences. You cannot blame him.
It appears he wants me to know there's someone even more powerful giving him orders. Seems they're testing me. I have to admit, I'm honored. I never feel more human than when I'm fighting real monsters.
Yes. Yes. Love that energy.
He's just trapped inside of this greed creature, right?
I wonder also, like, how much is he trapped and how much does he actually control it?
You haven't healed yet.
I need an automail engineer now. Please help me.
No, right, the person.
It's, Mei Chang, right?
May?
Holy hell. Girls.
To obtain immortality.
Too bad you won't live to see me get it.
Damn. Rest is what we needed.
Hey, just hold on a minute.
Yeah. This is a place of rest and healing.
Quit trying to interfere with the affairs of... I don't care about the affairs of...
Love that.
You're not planning on making an even larger mess around here, are you?
Ooh.
You might release an unknown pathogen from the floorboards and kill everyone in the house.
Y'all behave or y'all are dead.
Hey, you can't throw away a family picture.
I don't speak to my wife and son. What's the big deal?
It is a big deal. What's going on?
Why don't you go get some coffee or something?
Okay, there's a backstory.
I'm able to use my alchemy again.
Yeah, so how did he turn that off? Not for everybody?
We had a couple of local alchemists helping us with repairs this morning.
And the next thing you know, their alchemy wouldn't work.
So it really stopped for everybody at that point, except for people from different regions.
How come Scar and that little girl were able to use theirs? What does that mean?
I know.
Could their alchemy be different from ours? I'm gonna have to make them teach it to me somehow. Maybe I can use it to get Al's body back and take down that bearded bastard.
Yes, we're on a new journey. Oof. Right, I didn't think that maybe if he could be taught their alchemy, it would open more possibilities for their problems. That's interesting. Oof. Let's really get into the next one. Sorry, there's an end credit.
Please stop it. You have to kill me, please. Please take my life. You're like a god to me. I want to hear the entire story. What did you use my people for?
Oh man. Well, his anger is so understandable, right? And then Red Marco is like, oh my god, no again. Help me out of here. And death is a solution to that. But I'm a bit on Scar's side here, where you're like, hey, you cannot just like give me this info and then like peace out, right? I want all the info. So I get that. I get that. Oh, it's all starting to blend in, isn't it? All right, episode 30. Right, this one also has an end credit. I kind of assumed that because 28 had one, that the next few wouldn't, but it seems a few that have one now. Really upbeat, the song.
You're not ready to learn flame alchemy.
But sir, I am.
Oh, origin story.
I regret even teaching you that much, now that I know who you plan on using it for.
Oof.
It's a matter of defending our homes. If we don't help them...
I'm tired of hearing that vile rhetoric.
Seems like a wise man.
I've created the most powerful alchemy. It would only cause tragedy if I placed it in the wrong hands.
Oof.
Master! Are you all right? Master Hawkeye!
Master Hawkeye?
Look after my daughter.
Oh, this is a bit emotional. Her dad, I have chills.
You should take this. You can call me in the military if you need to.
That's how she got in.
You also don't approve of me becoming a soldier.
Berthold.
Man, that must have sounded pretty childish, huh?
Oh, look at the soft eyes.
Can I trust you, Roy? With my father's research?
They've been in each other's lives for a long time. It's on her back. The map.
So I heard you're working for the Fuhrer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love my job. I made a promotion.
You need to stay focused on living. How else can you protect her? I mean, after all, you love her, don't you?
She's like family to me. I mean, of course, I'm gonna protect her, you know?
She's like family to me that I want to bang for the rest of my life. Make her my wife. Oh, cute.
Does it ever feel like a burden to you?
I'm not proud of it, but I've killed too many to feel sorry for myself.
Oh, whoa.
Do you mean Ishval? Can I ask you about that?
It's time to confess. Tell me your sins.
We're gonna learn a lot today, I think.
Ishval is a harsh and barren country. It's only natural that a faction of the population would protest the country's annexation by Amestris. Their mistrust was soon justified.
Oh, here we go. Horrendous. Oh my god.
Until a simple one-page document, the official order to initiate the Ishvalan War of Extermination.
Just the... Oh, I have chills. Just the title alone. The War of Extermination, like, come on.
The air was tainted with the smell of human decay, and the desert sand soaked up the blood like a sponge.
Oh, it's very visual.
Where other soldiers don't always have a direct line of sight on the effects of their actions, snipers do.
Yeah, it's very one-on-one.
I am both soldier and weapon. Now stand down.
It's the fact that you're proud of that, like, I'm a soldier and a weapon, like... Meanwhile, he's struggling. I feel like when we started the show, I didn't realize how recent this all was, that they were all there. The little kid.
Hey, Roy! Roy Mustang!
Aww.
You've changed since the last time I saw you.
I could say the same, Hughes. You have the eyes of a killer.
I can imagine that they all changed to an experience of this size.
What? What's wrong? I've still got a beautiful future. And her name is Gracia. She's patiently waiting at Central for the day I can come home.
Oh my god.
The soldiers who never shut up about their girls back home, they don't make it.
Not funny, Roy.
Well, and he actually is gonna make it, and then he won't. This is horrendous. He actually had that love story that everybody wants.
I can think about tomorrow again.
Super nice kid.
Fullmetal Alchemist. Fullmetal Alchemist.
And he literally put it on her back. Like she is the explanation.
I thought alchemy was meant to be used to help people.
I can imagine that people joining the military might be eye-opened after a while.
You're not very happy to be here, are you? Well, you don't appear to be.
Does anybody appear to be happy to be there?
You don't allow yourself to feel the slightest tinge of satisfaction and pride in your skills.
Ooh.
Look straight at the people you kill, and don't ever forget them. I promise that they won't forget you.
Wow. Oh my god.
Time for me to get back to work.
I think this reminds me of an episode of The Pacific.
I don't want to die. That's the only reason.
The reasons are always simple.
Just to see how each soldier goes to a war in their own personal way and how your character really changes your outlook on how it's going and stuff. Oh my god. This show. People are saying you're watching a stupid cartoon. What?
It was given to Major Zolf J. Kimbley. He was known as the Crimson Alchemist.
Okay, so Crimson Alchemist.
And this land that's governed by death, I will paint it red with this shard of destruction.
That's where they were.
Like a symphony! This stone is amazing!
Crazy. Just...
The High Priest of Ishvalan, Lo, offered himself to the Fuhrer on behalf of his people.
Do you sincerely believe that your single life is equivalent to the remaining multitude of your followers? The life of any individual human is only worth one life.
He's really working with his law of equivalence.
How much longer do you think your god plans to wait before unleashing his fury? Just how many thousands of lives must I take before he decides to strike me down?
Wow.
If you wish to see me struck down, use your own hands to do so, not God's.
Your god means nothing to me, is what he's saying.
With what little strength I have, I'll do whatever it takes to protect the people I love. They'll protect the ones they love. It seems like the least we tiny humans can do for each other.
If this world is meant to prosper, then it is our duty to carry the bodies of the dead across a river of blood.
Ooh, he's still carrying that with her.
I'm assigning you to be my assistant. If I ever deviate from this path, then I want you to shoot me.
Look at them.
Do you accept my offer?
Of course I do, sir.
I hope we won't see that moment, right? Because it's such a nice speech. Unless in the end she's like, dude, bye. But it's so nice to see them grow and their backstory.
In a just, peaceful world, after all that we've done, we'll be seen as mass murderers.
It's all about perspective, isn't it?
You should never avert your eyes from death. Never forget the people you've killed.
Ugh.
You don't have time to start worrying about us. You need to look after your brother, Ed. And you need to get your bodies back.
So many things to do, right?
Excuse me, Mr. Armor?
Mr. Armor.
You probably look just like him then.
How rude! For starters, I am way taller than my brother is.
Wow, Alphonse.
I'm a gentleman.
A new love.
I really hope that you get your body back soon.
He really has a lover waiting for him. Okay, this one I think is having an end credit too. Oh, the end credit might be in the next episode. Let's see.
Hope you're decent, Dogg. Time for your supper.
Oh my god. Vengeance.
Damn it! It's Scar. Marco must have told him about his role in Ishvalan.
Wow. Oh wow, I knew he was gonna do it. You feel like it's predictable and still the way it happens you're like, I don't know how to feel about that, because I get that he's like, I can't live like this, and also that he did some really bad things, and also that he's scared to do those things again. And you understand Scar and all the pain that they've been through. If you see this war and like it's just an extermination, like this show is so interesting in how you had the character building and the backstory of the boys and meeting different characters through their lives and how that impacted them. And we always got little snippets of this war, but I feel like this now is way more about the war, the history, the politics, how they want to change it now, all of that. I love it. I'm so here for it to discover what they can do, because it looks like they're in such a bad position to do anything. If you're looking at Mustang and Hawkeye, and at the same time we're seeing the boys still trying to get their bodies back, so there's major things going on. Oh, hoping for the best, I feel like. But it's interesting because I feel like now what is nice is, although it doesn't have seasons, you feel like you're watching a different season now, and you already know the characters and you know their motivations and what they're all about, and you got already connected to them and you care for them. And And then seeing Hughes again, and even like Armstrong in that war, how it influenced all of them in different ways and how they deal with that in different ways. How some of them are like, yeah, power, yeah. And then some of them are really struggling and can't stay there. For some, then I feel like what, I forgot his name, the Crimson Alchemist said was like, it must be so confronting if you're a sniper, because your job is to snipe people down, so you are a killer, but that in itself must be such a mind to you. But then indeed, when you do point at them and you shoot someone, you might be like, yeah, because that's your job. So you're like, oh, I did my task well. But then the confrontation of like, your task is to actually end someone's life. How to navigate that within yourself as a person, I feel like that must be incredibly difficult. Couldn't do it. And I also think there are many people who might join the military from protective reasons, and then to figure out that they're being used as a weapon and not as a shield, and that is scary and confronting. I feel like that must be something that you always have to go through to understand what that does to you. But I'm glad we have some people here that are like, yeah, we're not going to do that anymore. I'm going to try to figure out a way to stop this mess and not repeat it. Fingers crossed. I'm still super interested about the different alchemy that Scar and Shermay, is that her name? Right. Have. Also like the research on Hawkeye's back. Is that gonna come back or not? Very curious to discover. I hope you enjoyed today's reactions. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. You can always find the full-length reactions on Patreon. And everything else at least 2 weeks ahead. So if you want to watch the next 4 episodes together with me, you can go to Patreon right now and check them out together with me. But also the edited versions, full-length and edited. I wish you a lovely rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.